No contact without identity work is just silence with anxiety. And that's why so many women block and still feel obsessed, shaky, and emotionally stuck. So I want you to let that land because today I am going to break down 5 reasons why standard no contact fails and why identity rooted no contact is the only version that actually brings peace. Hey, love, I'm Laquana, and I help women rebuild the identity that kept choosing the wrong men. So, if you've ever gone no contact, but still felt like your nervous system was spiraling, this video is going to explain to you why and what's actually missing. Side note, guys, by the way, please check your audio. Okay, make sure your microphone ain't dead because this is my second take because I didn't check to make sure my microphone wasn't dead. But anyways, get into reason number 1, y'all. It ignores your nervous system attachment. And the nervous system, y'all, plays a major role in this. So standard no contact, it only assumes that your problem is just losing access. But most women aren't addicted to the man. They're addicted to regulation. So what's going on is your nervous system bonded to relief, not his presence. His presence regulated anxiety for you. His absence triggers withdrawal. So when you cut contact without regulating your nervous system, your body panics, even if your mind knows better. This is why when you're in day 1, y'all, it feels like complete shock. Your body literally isn't grieving him. It's just simply losing a coping mechanism. So no contact without nervous system work, it does feel like punishment. Yes, it doesn't feel like healing at all because your nervous system wants that relief. Let's get into reason number 2. Okay, reason number 2 is it doesn't address identity fusion. And on one of my videos, I just basically identity fusion is you being connected to this person. Let me just slow this down for you guys so I can get you to really, really understand this because it may go over some of your head. Most women didn't just date him, they merged with him. Okay. You merged with him. Like everything he liked, you like. The way he talked, you talk. A lot of times, like I said in another video, y'all darn near start looking like each other. And that's real talk. And your plans are revolved around him. Emotions were measured by his responses. I'm going to slow this down and let that land, okay? Your sense of self depended on how accessible he made himself. And I'm not picking on nobody because this was me once upon a time. And that's why I'm able to identify all of these things. What happens is when he's gone, guys, it's not you just feeling heartbreak. It's literally your identity collapsing. Because this is the person who literally built you into who you were. Especially if you got some years under your belt with that person. And I'm going to tell you this actually hits hardest. If you're in your 30-day no contact journey right now, this is going to hit you the hardest around day 7. Because that's when the fantasy actually gets louder. You don't miss him. I want to keep put emphasis on that. It's not that you miss him. It's literally that you just miss the version of yourself that felt chosen. No one wants to feel like they're not chosen, right? Wrong. but that's generally what happens. So, standard no contact, it blocks the person, but it leaves the fused identity intact. The routine, okay? The memories. It leaves all of that behind. Reason number 3. So it relies on willpower, not rewiring. And we know willpower sometimes can feel like a scam. Like sometimes it can feel like a scam, but this is where most advice is going to fail. Standard no contact, it just tells you to stay strong. Stay strong. Don't fight it. Don't fight it, I meant to say. But willpower was literally never the issue. The problem with willpower is, y'all, willpower works short term. I like to compare a lot of things to weight loss because this is something that a lot of people are familiar with. But eventually, if you don't turn your weight loss journey into a lifestyle, you're going to fail losing weight because willpower, it's but so much willpower you'll hold on to. You're not going to be able to sustain willpower for a long period of time. You have to learn how to adjust and make it your lifestyle and adapt to fitness. And what happens when it comes back to relationship, guys? Trauma bonds, it literally overrides that logic. Stress weakens your discipline. When you're stressed out, the last thing you're thinking about is discipline. You're thinking about how can I relieve what I am feeling right now? How can I get some relief? And that's why women break no contact, especially at night. Especially at night. This is when the nervous system is tired and the old identity takes over. That's all it is. You know, a lot of people say at night you feel lonelier, and you do. However, now your system has crashed. You're tired. You're worn out from the day, from the constant cortisol spikes. And if you're on your no contact journey and you're in day 14, the old identity starts negotiating. But I want you to remember this if your old identity is trying to renegotiate with you, okay? Rewiring identity removes the urge. Willpower just delays it. Rewiring identity removes the urge, but willpower will delay it. Okay? Number 4. I want to move along this video, guys, because listen, I need you to get this, okay? Number 4 is silence turns into punishment. Okay. This one definitely resonates deeply. So standard no contact teaches silence as strategy. And I'm an advocate for silence. Silence is power. However, standard no contact does not teach you what self-respect feels and looks like. Therefore, silence, it simply just becomes a test, and waiting becomes performative. So it gets to the point where you don't actually want to do this and you don't feel this, but you are just doing it because this is what you know you're supposed to do. Attachment becomes manipulation when silence is used to provoke a reaction that when you're still emotionally dependent. So, real detachment doesn't wait for a response. It releases the need for one. And right now, if you are in day 30 of your no contact journey right now, I want you to know this, that silence stops feeling like effort. That silence should stop feeling like effort and start feeling like peace whenever you start doing the rewiring and you start working on self, it starts to feel like peace. You'll still feel those emotions, but you no longer feel like you're self-abandoning. Last but not least, reason number 5 why standard no contact doesn't typically work for some women is it doesn't teach emotional independence. Because to detach from someone, this is one of the things that you're going to absolutely need to have and possess. You're going to need to learn how to have emotional independence. The goal of no contact was never to get him back. There's so many like teachers out here who's telling you to go no contact to get an ex back, and I don't agree with that. I just don't. I feel like going on a no contact journey is to get you back. That's what matters the most. Whenever you have that mentality of going no contact to get my ex back, that's centering that person and once again self-abandoning. Because the reason that you went no contact, the root of why you went no contact still stands. Nothing has changed. So if you guys want to know what emotional dependence is, emotional dependence is literally just, it's self-soothing, it's trusting yourself, and it's self-authority, having full-on autonomy over your mind, body, and your spirit. When you can hold yourself through discomfort, you stop chasing relief through people. I don't care who it is. This even applies to friends. You're comfortable with yourself in a room by yourself. And that's soft power. That's emotional adulthood, my love. So I want to leave you guys with this, okay? My method, it doesn't just block access. It rebuilds identity. Because when your identity changes, your attachment is going to change. And when your attachment changes, your standards rise naturally. When your attachment changes, your standards rise naturally. Matter of fact, you're going to look back at that person like, ew, what was I thinking? I'm just being honest. But that's why, guys, the detachment diary method works. It moves you from emotional survival to self-led peace. All right. Okay, I know this was a lot, so that's why I want you to go ahead and pause for a second and let whatever land in your spirit, okay? If this video challenged you, I want you to subscribe, because I don't teach feelings, I teach identity. And if you're done letting your emotions run the show, I want you to start with the 7-day survival reset, because over here, we put identity over emotion every time, okay? I will link it down below. But in the meantime, take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next video.